Hello, my people. How you keeping? How you doing? Is everything all right? Well, you're on Gospel Faith Television UK, and I just want to give thanks to God because a couple of days ago I was on Google and I typed in my name, Gospel Faith Television. No, I typed in my name. Sorry about that, Pastor Ojimba Alex, and I put in Gospel Faith Television UK on Google. Wow. Gospel Faith Television UK is all over Google. How it happened, I don't know. Different pages. It's like it's taking over Google. So I just want to give that thanks to God. And I just want to say that I'm really grateful because I didn't really see it coming. But to have Gospel Faith Television all over Google is something that I didn't really emphasize. But anyway, today's topic is Yeshua is Jesus Christ's real African name. So a lot of people say Jesus Christ, he's got a Jewish name. And a lot of people say Jesus Christ was raised in the Middle East. Those things are not true. Jesus Christ is a black man that was raised in Africa. Because 2,000 years ago, there was no such place called the Middle East. And ancient Israel and ancient Egypt, they were all black people. So if ancient Israel 2,000 years ago, they were all black people, that tells me that they were Africans. So Jesus Christ is a black African. And Yeshua is his real African name. So if Yeshua is Jesus Christ's real African name, I would like to define what real really means. What is real? Yeshua is his name. Yeshua is his real name. Why do I have to put real in there? Okay, let me look at what real really means. And I'll say, to me, real means to be honest. You're a real boxer. When people look at you, they say, wow. Like Mike Tyson, when he goes into the ring, this man's a real boxer. He's being honest about himself. Lennox Lewis is a real boxer. When he goes into the ring, he's honest with himself. He's not trying to be who he's not. Michael Jordan is a real basketballer. So when you go into the NBA and you watch Michael Jordan, you're more than happy to pay your money. Why? Because the man is real. So if I say Yeshua is the real Jesus Christ African name, it means that if we want to be honest with Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we have to call him by his African name. If we want to be truthful, if we want to bring out the real truth about who Jesus Christ really was, in totality, in all fragments and segments of his life, we got to be very realistic about the originality of the realness of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So I'll say it again today. The topic is Yeshua. Yeshua. Yeshua is Jesus Christ's real African name. So if we still want to be real about Jesus Christ of Nazareth, it means that we're going to talk about Jesus Christ of Nazareth in sincerity also. You know, when you write a letter and you're closing the letter, you always put yours faithfully or your sincerely. Because you want the person or the organization or the receiver of your letter to know that you're honest and you're real about what you're saying. In the body of the letter, you're being sincere. So if we want to be sincere about Jesus Christ of Nazareth, we have to go into his history. And Yeshua is his African name. Is Jesus Christ his real name? Nope. Is Jesus Christ his factual name? Nope. Jesus Christ is a name that has been given to this black original Hebrew, whose factual name, whose factual African name is Yeshua. When you call Jesus Christ of Nazareth by his real name Yeshua, it gives you different real facts about who this man really was, where he came from, where he resided. Why was he called Yeshua? The man never lived in Europe 2,000 years ago. He never lived in Europe. His genuine name. Genuinity. You know what genuine means? You don't understand. Genuine is the other side. Or the deeper side of being real, of being original. His legitimate name. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, his legitimate name, his legitimate Hebrew, African, black name is Yeshua. So I themed this topic, Yeshua is Jesus Christ's real African name, because Jesus Christ is an original Jew. And the original Jews themselves, if you go back down in history, we're talking about ancient Israel here. We're not talking about Israel of today. They were black people. So Jesus Christ of Nazareth is an African man. You can never trace this man's history in Europe. You can never trace this man's history in the Middle East. That's a lie. You can only trace this man's history through his ancestry. And the real ancestors of every single individual that comes from the Middle East, they're black people. So Jesus Christ was born in ancient black Nazareth. And at the time when Jesus Christ was born, ancient Nazareth, a little town within ancient Israel 2,000 years ago, history was made. Yeshua was born. I said it before, Jesus Christ of Nazareth is a name that's been given to him. It's a colonized name. He never lived in Europe. I keep on saying this thing. He never lived in Europe. There must be a reason Why I want you to identify yourself, the viewer, why this man never came to Europe. Yeshua, the original African, Jesus Christ, was black in color. Look at where he was born. The vicinity, the area where he was born 2,000 years ago. That is Africa. Look at where he was raised. That was Africa, ancient Egypt. The angel came to Mary, his mother. That's not even his mother's name, but I'm not going to go into that. And said, escape from ancient Israel and take this newborn baby to ancient Egypt. Wow. He didn't say, take this newborn baby to ancient Poland or ancient Germany. Take him to ancient Egypt, a black African land. Where only blacks resided 2,000 years ago. Jesus was raised in Egypt, the land of the black pharaohs, the pyramid builders, the world leaders. Black people were ruling the world at the time. The pharaohs were the kings of the world. Jesus was raised in Egypt, a black man. And Jesus can only come from where his ancestors came from. You look at people in the Caribbean today. You look at people, black people in America today. You look at black people in the Caribbean. You look at black people all over the world. They're claiming Caribbean, they're claiming American, which is not bad, which is not wrong. Hey, but you can only come from where your lineage comes from. You can only come from where your ancestors come from. And that's no different with Jesus Christ of Nazareth. He can only come from where his ancestors came from. His ancestors were black. I keep on saying the same thing. The scriptures. When I say the scriptures, I mean the text, the literature, the expose, the writings of the Bible that we're reading today in English isn't the original text. The Bible that we're reading today is not written by the original writers. The original writers of the Bible were black people from Africa. I'm telling you. Because most of the stories or the events that took place in the Bible never took place in Europe. So the men that were inspired by God were black men that lived in Africa, on the outskirts of Africa, within the vicinity of Africa. So the scriptures have been translated and edited and changed. Just like the name of Yeshua has been changed into Jesus Christ of Nazareth. The authenticity and the reality and the originality of who Yeshua really is not the same anymore. It can't be the same. The image has changed also. So the picture and the depiction of the image of Yeshua that is circulating around the world today, it's not the real image. We're lying against the original Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Yeshua. We're lying against him. And that is not real Christianity. Because in real Christianity, Jesus Christ said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life. We've got to speak the truth about this man. And the truth is coming out gradually. Call him by his real name. And all his authenticity will come to the surface. The only disciple of Jesus Christ of Nazareth that made it to Europe came after when he was dead. And that man's name was Peter. Is that his real name? I don't think so. But Peter died in Rome. So if Peter died in Rome, in Italy, about 2,000 years ago, after the death of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, it tells me that Jesus Christ of Nazareth didn't come to Europe because he was avoiding something. But I'll let you work that out yourself. Peter preached in Europe. He preached in Rome. They looked at Peter. They said, wow, this man's very intelligent. They said, this man is very intelligent. They said, this man is very, very intelligent. In Rome, they looked at Peter. They never seen this kind of teaching before. They said, this man is very, very intelligent. This black man is very, very intelligent. He must have been with Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Peter preached in Europe. Did he survive preaching in Europe? No. Peter got killed. Why did Peter really get killed? That tells you who Jesus Christ really was and where he came from. And the culture that he believed in. Jesus Christ, I say it again, is a black man. Yeah, you heard it on Gospel Faith Television UK. You heard it on Gospel Faith Television UK. Jesus Christ of Nazareth is a black man. You heard it. Jesus Christ of Nazareth was a black Hebrew. A black Hebrew. The original Hebrews, the original Jews were black people. Think about it. When they asked Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who are you? Who are you really? It's going back to that word again, real, really. Who are you really? Jesus Christ looked at the people and he said, I'm a seed of Abraham. When Jesus Christ of Nazareth said, I'm a seed of Abraham, what he really meant by that is he can only come from where his ancestors came from, which is Africa. I'm saying this again, Africa again. I'm a seed of Abraham. His ancestors that lived thousands of years ago, before him, they're not coming from Europe. His history and his genealogy and his lineage is coming from Africa. I'm a seed of Abraham. That's what Jesus said. Abraham was a Jesus Christ black ancestor. The topic for today is Yeshua is the real black and African name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You've been watching Gospel Faith Television UK. My name is Pastor Jimba Alex. I love you, man. Woo! Yeah! That's right.